What up, people? Welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us tonight for Friday Night Fights, where we watch SmackDown and Rampage, baby.
Rampage. Okay. And I am screaming because we are starting off with SmackDown, and we're starting off with my man. I don't give a crap. The best announcer in the business, Pat McAfee. It just got me. Okay, so if you did not watch Tuesday's Cookout, we did a breaking news sponsorship, and one of the news credits I forgot was Pat McAfee's show that was for college football is now on ESPN, and he is on regularly daily, which was yay for him. He has a great contract, but boo for us because I am going to truly miss him doing the Shinsuke dance, hyping Michael up, them both being clowns on commentary. But he is but he is here now. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. Let's go.
Yeah, I would have preferred Pat McAfee on Raw.
Now I'll say this: Michael and Wade Barrett are, they're great, and I'm glad they, don't want to say anything, but anyone's better than the little Scottish boy. No, like Kevin, what's his name?
Patrick?
Kevin Patrick. No offense, but the little boy, he needs some work, or he's just better as an interviewer. Honestly. And of course, Pat's here, and his ride from WrestleMania has to interrupt. A-Town down. Still don't know if he realized that's an Usher song. Mr. Austin Fury.
I'm sure he knows.
I need answers because that really is bugging me. It's like I don't think like it's gonna just tell you this is a popular thing to do, or do you really know it came from an Usher song?
He probably
If
listened to
you
it in
do,
middle school.
huh?
Or he probably listened to it in middle school, but I don't know. It might have been before middle school for him. He's kind of young.
Austin Theory comes from Georgia. Usher he's born and raised here. He's popular. All his songs play on the radio. He's heard it.
Ah, maybe. Not okay. I'll give it 75% because, like I said, during those Georgia Bulldog Gator games, them little frat boys got hyped off some rap music. I will say that. So I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of impossible, like it's impossible, but I just needed confirmation, you know. Is he trying to match Pat? Why he got this freaking tank top on? Wait, are they in Colorado? Well, I asked because it's a big Colorado State game tomorrow, and that would make sense of why Pat's here because he's doing a live show for that college game.
Also, it was mentioned that Pat had an interview coming up uh, with The Rock, and that The Rock may be backstage. So you never know.
So Pat, yep, like I said, I am now going to probably watch his show on ESPN, and that interview was today, this morning. Boo! 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 Boo you! Thank you. I'm not the only one. Also wearing this little black tank top he ain't never seen wear before. What's up, so fat? How's it going, boo boo? Ted. It's not. It's not Austin Theory. That's a bad. That's a terrible name. Woo woo.
Can you believe it?
Wait.
The most
I
electrifying man in sports entertainment has come back
what you
to
hit me?
SmackDown.
Sweet Jesus!
How am I ahead of you? We were both on Hulu. Are
I
you
don't
live?
know, but you're like 5 seconds ahead of me.
Because I waited 5 seconds before I said it.
Okay, you can say it now. You can say it now. You can say it again.
Finally, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment has come back to SmackDown.
Freaking go! This is what is that? What? Thank you, Actor Strike. Let's go. What?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, bump Cena. I wanted this dude. If we're going to get anybody because of the writer's strike, it's this dude.
I mean, Dwayne's giving out a lot of money to the strikers. Like, there's no telling how much money he's given away. So, like, he probably needs a surplus of cash right now too to help keep the strikers going.
It's so many
And,
things. It's that
and getting
and
Endeavor to front that bill is better than him having to front it himself. I'm just saying.
and you know that the 40th birthday of WrestleMania is around that corner. If we want to start
Mm.
something, let's start something right now. One moment here.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so I can hear what Dwayne's going to say.
Oh, you already on him talking. Okay,
Not yet, but they're all in the ring, so
we're
should be
going to
talking soon.
discuss. We're going to discuss after this segment, but I have thoughts.
So much holy shit that the entire thing is just muted.
Like, no offense, Mister who you call it, person in charge of the mute button, but can y'all be a little like you really you know how to mute that to do holy
Yo, someone just got the Raw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a watch along for a couple of minutes. Just give you know.
Oh God, Pat's face. Production needs to get better with that mute button.
Cause you can do it. You just have to
Yeah,
practice. Stop being lazy and just practice.
they muted like 90% of it when they only needed to mute 10% of it. Oh, and they let one slip. They let one slip. That was a full asshole in there. Awesome. What a way to kick off the show. Got the crowd all kinds of hyped up. Rock moving good.
Colorado State better pay double next year for Deion Sanders because this is the reason why everybody's here tonight.
Commercials are louder than the actual show. Hate that.
So I'm watching. I rewatched it. I'm watching it again.
I think I left my drinks in the freezer. I was just about to get up, and now I'm the only one here. Because I'm not getting up just yet. Yeah, I can't think of a bigger return you can get than getting The Rock to come in. I mean, I wonder if this was a WWE move or an Endeavor move. So yeah, shout out Ari Emanuel, I guess. Getting deals done. I'm assuming. Even if it wasn't him, I don't think anybody would be mad me giving him the credit. I mean, he's all of their boss. All right, we're back. Judgment Day in the ring. And here comes the phenomenal one.
That can't be it. That can't be just it. He has to. Cause I did remind it. I'm sorry. He has to come back. It's the 40th
Well,
in Philadelphia,
the last time he came back, it was him, Baron Corbin, and Becky Lynch, and that was it.
and that was just like. And when I'm saying come back, I don't mean like just an appearance. He didn't like anything about Triple H, right? He didn't get an official last match for his career. You
Hmm.
have okay, it's September, October, November, January, February, March, April. You got 6 months, and the storyline is right there with your family.
Was The Rock's last match Cena?
Against who?
Cena?
No, I'm talking about Roman.
What?
Yes, Roman. Yes, let it be him versus Roman for his last
No, no, no.
match.
You misunderstand what I said.
Oh,
Who was The Rock's last
oh,
match?
he
Cena?
officially. Okay, so his
Oh,
last
no,
singles
no. I
match.
looked it up.
No, no, I know,
WrestleMania
no.
32.
His
Oh,
last singles match was with Cena, but
nope.
it was funky because him and Cena teamed up to face the Wyatt family, but it was only 3 minutes.
Uh, also note.
Then what was it?
WrestleMania 32. The Rock defeats Eric Rowe in 6 seconds.
So okay, so when the Wyatt family came out, it wasn't with the whole one. It was just against Eric.
Yeah, it was 6 seconds.
I thought okay, 'cause I know John Cena definitely came out, right? So I guess they just beat up the rest of them. Ugh. 'Cause I do remember that moment, and it was like, yeah. And then when Bray passed, he was like they talked about that moment, and The Rock said he wanted to put Bray Wyatt over, but old 78-year-old crackheads don't see far into the future, so it was a good moment, but it could have been a better moment. And now, like we're watching AJ versus Finn. It's in the words of Don Castle, it's a smorgasbord of good problems.
So before that, it was Cena, Punk, Cena, and then it was a tag match of The Rock and Cena defeating Austin Truth, R-Truth, and The Miz.
I remember all of those. And I kind of want to go back to watch Cena Rock versus Punk. I don't think it was that bad. I just remember, I just don't remember it. I just remember the ending of it, and that was with the Shield, and they were going to cancel what they canceled, but call it a no contest. And then Rock got on the mic was like, nah, that's not how this gonna end. They actually gave him the belt. It was like,
Aquaman 2 is looking pretty good.
I still haven't seen one.
I've seen one, like, I watched it like 4 times in theaters.
Like, I'm not saying like I'm not didn't watch it because I didn't want to. I just didn't watch it. I don't know why.
The match before the tag match with Cena was 7 years prior in 2004.
Yeah,
The
that
Rock and
that
Sock Connection versus Evolution, and Evolution won, and The Rock went away to Hollywood. 7 years he was gone. And came back for like 5 matches.
like,
Okay. It was like 7 matches, but still hyperbole. No.
and I'll say this: when people talk about the biggest returns, I don't know why I don't know why none of them say 2011 when Rock came back for the whole WrestleMania. Now that WrestleMania, wasn't the best one, but that return was awesome. I remember it like it was yesterday. 2011, we was about to we were about to move. It was just you and me in the house because Mama Francis and Alex went to put stuff in the here. Wow, that's weird. That was funny here. And we were like, we just watching. They're like, they try to swerve us. They're like, here she comes. Well, here they come. And it was a lady out the limo, and it's like Stephanie. And then it was real quiet, and you heard if you smell, and then I get excited 2 ways. I get quiet excited, where it's just like, and it just stirs into my body for like a good 2 minutes before I express myself. And then the other one is like when it's just sudden and can't do nothing about it. It was just like, is this really happening?
And then next year we had Once in a Lifetime.
And so I'll say this, we'll let it go. Again, that WrestleMania wasn't the best one, but I do appreciate them setting it up for next year, because we saved. It's like, okay, we got a whole year to go to Miami. We're gonna save up. We're gonna get the tickets. We're gonna be down there for 3 days. It's gonna be a whole family trip, and it was awesome. It was awesome. One of the best, and then, it should have just been once in a lifetime, because twice in a lifetime was stupid. I don't understand. Or at least add, see, like, we know he's a jerk now, but in that ride up to WrestleMania 29, CM Punk was the biggest heel. So just make it a triple threat. It's so many times where the main event could have been better if you just made a triple threat, but no, it's just.
I mean, Cena could have still won.
No, well, like, that defers the once in a lifetime. And then, like, I was mad because, like, oh, why? Because no, teach these kids you will not win every time. Your favorite person is going to lose. It was okay to let the little babies take the L. Take the L. Cena lost. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off. You're not going to win every time.
And it's awkward having someone win the title at Mania and them not having another match until the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to go 9 months being the world champion and never have a match?
But like, yeah, make it a triple threat, and it would have been like, it would have been way better. It would have been way better. We were planning to do, because like that was our second WrestleMania, and it was a nice, okay, family trip Mania. Okay, let's look at the annual thing, and then like we were like, something happened where it's like, okay, we just go to SummerSlam. I was like, oh Lord, thank God we missed that one, because it was not, yeah.
Like, because like
It wasn't
people
worth
love
it.
The Rock coming in, people love The Rock winning, but like everybody loved it because it was with the expectation of, oh, The Rock is back. We're getting The Rock. He's the champion. He's gonna be here.
Right.
And he didn't have a match for 9 months.
Yeah. But like, again, don't mind that at all. But drop it back to, we know Punk behind Phil the Punk, but yeah, you let his reign end at Royal Rumble. Like, come on, bruh. At least let it. He should have been the main event of that WrestleMania. He should have. It's so many times the WrestleMania does not reflect the best storyline of the year. Who's that? Ugh.
Oh shit!
I'm not. I don't hate it. Cause yes, let's re-hype up Finn. Let's go. He is the tag champ. All the way to style to coincide. The da there over
So, just to be clear, Judgment Day isn't Bullet Club.
It is not. It is no. I know.
Okay.
You know that was the same when they departed from Edge, but I think they're their own thing now. I truly do. There's a lot of birthdays, Mr. Hassan. And happy Friday to you too.
Because, like, you got Bullet Club, you got Bullet Club Gold, you have the Elite, you have the OC. It's like, who's still in the family group chat?
So I'm watching a podcast where it's about the Sister Wives show, right? It's talking about how the kids have the two different group chats where like everyone's in the family group chat, and then the siblings who have the same mom and dad was like, this pump behind stepmama. I feel like that would probably be Bullet Club Gold, where it's still the same group chat, but now it's like AJ still talks to the Young Bucks, but so there you go. I think the Young Bucks talks to everybody. I still think they talk to everybody, but then you branch off from there. Where the Young Bucks just are talking to OC, it's like, hey, is AJ all right? Yeah, he fine. He just getting his behind whooped by Finn, and so and then White, and then you got White over here with Rock Hard. It's like, can y'all please just tell the people in Japan not to mess up my group? Our group, I'm sorry, our group. We haven't been a leader in a minute. I feel like that's good. Happy Peace Day.
I mean, I would assume that Gato and Fale talk to everybody too. I would assume.
Well, you know more than me. I just know the top people.
Well, they've like Gato's the booker.
Okay. And I think Cody he always gets deleted, but he somehow keeps changing his number to get re-added in. Like, didn't we let you go? I'm the glue. You're really
not. And Bad Luck Fale was the first person to join.
Who?
Bad Luck Fale.
Okay.
Like, so Finn Balor got Bad Luck Fale and let me think about it.
Think about it.
Carl Anderson and was it La Commandante? I'm gonna go with La Commandante, although that could have been later in the year. I don't know.
This is not
There was 4 of them early on.
This is not named that
Was
superstar.
it Tama Tonga? Was it Tama Tonga? It might have been Tama Tonga.
Nice.
Comment down below if you know who the first 4 members of Bullet Club were.
Sammy is getting ready for their superstar. That's going to be in September 26th.
I don't think it was terrible. He was just there very briefly.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, Carl Anderson.
Because you do realize I cannot help you out unless I Google it.
Well, you know who Carl Anderson and Tama Tonga are. Bad Luck Fale. Are are they giving us thrice in a lifetime?
No one wanted to see two. Heck, now they want no one wanted to see a freaking three. But he was like in my mind, he was in the building, right? So why would they not have it? Just like just a quick 20 seconds. Now I want to see that. Your cousins are in your family in the back rock. Pulls in the back. Paul Heyman's in the back. Paul Heyman's in the back. No! No! Why would you end it before Paul said something? No! You had to. That was too. Freaking production team! Come on! Oh, Sammy, you see it?
Does
Sammy.
Zelina wear heels? She looks about the same height as Ray.
She probably.
Ah, it was Tama Tonga. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, baby. Yes. This is how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, bro. And remember, dog, it was my title opportunity, bro. There we
It
go.
was his
There we
title
go.
opportunity, yeah. But I don't think it was supposed to be. I think they just did that because Ray knocked his head. They're like,
Right. Well, so
better safe than sorry.
it's a whole, what you call it? It's a whole, what I was gonna say, theory of how that's supposed to go down, right? Was was Ray supposed to win that match?
I don't think so.
You think? 'Cause, like, well, it will make sense of like they gave him the
Maybe.
belt.
They did give him the belt. But
So
it could have been one of those hindsight 20. I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
and so like in Triple H's mind, it's like, okay, if I'm not in charge and it's not my call, let me at least let you look reasonable going down while we'll give this belt to Ray.
And it was awkward it not being on SummerSlam and instead being on the Friday after because it's like if it's the Friday before,
Yeah.
okay, the Friday after? It's like the pay-per-view was 6 days ago. Why are we doing the title match now?
It was, so I think that's what happened. I don't, oh man, this is one of those moments where it's like yay and nay, because I do want the LW, because if you're not fans of NXT, breathe. Legado Fantasma was a great tag team, so I do want them to get that shine on the main roster. But we're trying to build up the street business, so who loses? I don't know.
Hurt Profits.
Well, it should be Hurt Profits, but I do want LWN to win some. Like, but besides Ray, can anyone else win for the group, please?
I mean, for me, I feel like they're in a tough position right now because, like, who you got to challenge Roman?
Say it again.
Who do you have to challenge Roman?
Like right now, like I wrestle. Honestly, I don't want Cody versus Roman 2. This I don't want it 2 years in a row. That's just me. I don't want it 2 years in a row. If I can pick, because
I
I do.
mean, I think that that's a very good possibility, but I think Roman's going to beat him a second time.
You think?
Yep, I do.
And then to flip
I
it, mm,
I think that if Cody wins the title, I think he'll win it from LA Knight.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Who?
think LA Knight's winning Money in the Bank next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Workers Wrestling Network, we would like to acknowledge Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. As you see on SmackDown, we have the LWO, including another Hispanic person, Bobby Lashley.
What?
Bobby Lashley is Panamanian. He is Hispanic, and he is a part of Hispanic Heritage Month. It is true. It is very true.
It,
The more
So
you
is
know.
so is Cody. Cody is Cuban,
Bobby Lashley is what?
Panamanian.
Like Panama?
Yes.
Okay.
Like half or full. It doesn't matter, but I just want to be here now.
No,
It
no, no,
said, huh?
like a lot of people are born in Panama because like there's military bases there, Anika.
Yeah.
That's where the
But
canal is.
and he wasn't.
But
He was.
I think it's not just that he was born there, that one of his parents is of Latin descent. I had to find that out because WWE, like they did for Black History Month, puts out a flyer and has all the current superstars listed, and Bobby Lashley was one of them. And I looked it up. So
I mean, I need him to say it though. Because you put him on a poster, let him say something about it. My mama,
yeah,
my daddy, my great grandpa.
they had a series of posters out for Hispanic Heritage Month. Zelina and Bobby was on one. Bailey and Cody was on one. Dominic and Ray was on one. Um, Indy and Karrion Cross was on one. And Raquel and Damien was on one. And Santos and Cruz and Humberto and Angel were all on the slides for.
Yeah. Another thing is you can be Hispanic and not be Latino, and you can be Latino and not be Hispanic.
Mmm.
Well, Bobby identifies as such, so happy
Oh,
Hispanic Heritage Month.
so we're trying to hype this up. If we're gonna do gang warfare against street business and LWO, again, someone has to win. I'm not opposed to Bobby versus either of them though. I like it. I like the new setup. Either Bobby versus Santos or Bobby versus Ray. I'm not opposed to neither of that.
And they need more people though.
But that's the thing. They have more people. It's just stop get people out of catering. Honestly.
Well, what I'm saying is it's 3 on 5.
Oh, her business. Well, technically yes, but in my mind, what you call it? They have one team or one tag team. There's one tag team, which is good. Another thing about the street business, I am not opposed to having old her business people a part of this because, you know, like OGs for life.
And the thing is that like if Bobby's competing for the U.S. title, you give Bobby the U.S. title. Like in my opinion.
Mm, and only because he had it so many times. He already had he had it 3 times. Definitely two.
How many times has Ray had it?
Only one. Well, in my mind, the belts will go to Santos. That's what I'm saying. The belts will go to Santos. Like get it off of Ray and give it to Santos.
Like Bobby needs to be taking on Roman. He's like one of the only contenders left.
I don't even think Triple H might know, but I definitely know Vince doesn't know. I definitely know Vince doesn't know. Like, oh, they haven't linked up ever? No, they have not.
The last time that they wrestled was 2016, I believe.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
And Roman won and faced Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
That sounds real right. Because that was the ungodly era
And then
of
Roman
we.
won and had to vacate the title. That was 2016, right?
What? No. I want to say 2017, 18, because that was when he had leukemia. I want to say either 17 or 18. I'm pretty sure it was after. It definitely wasn't six. That Roman vacated the title. It definitely wasn't 16 or definitely wasn't 16. Unless he got hurt and I just forgot. He got hurt. Unless he got hurt another way. I just didn't know. Yeah. What kind of cartoon is that? But like I said, I love all the moving pieces. It's just putting everything together in the right way for everyone to come out. Not on top, but non-stupid. Ooh. You know just how ooh. You know what I just had in my mind? Give me Gunther versus Bobby.
Yeah, you're right. 2018, not 2016.
Yeah. Now I remember that specifically because 2016 a whole bunch of stuff happened. But yeah, give me Bobby versus Gunther for the IC title. I'm not opposed to that. Wait, no! Sweet, no! Are you serious? Wait, no. Daddy? Okay. What just was announced on SmackDown is that Royal Rumble will be in Tampa Bay, Florida. Now, here is my I'm a Florida girl. I'm currently living in Florida. I have missed a couple of big wrestling events and
Mostly
stuff.
AEW stuff.
Huh?
Mostly AEW stuff.
Well, okay, so AEW stuff. It was pandemic, so I can't really say boo I didn't go because I'm like, no, I'm not getting sick. So I can't be 100% mad, even though that was when Sting debuted. I'm very pissed off all that. So it really is a matter of me just getting a ticket when they come and just going. But in my mind, for WWE, go.
I was just gonna say Tampa's closer than Miami to you.
It is, and like Royal Rumble when AJ Styles debut was in Orlando. Don't know why I didn't go. I'm mad at that. The one that still stings. What say go.
Like aside from WrestleMania, like Royal Rumble is like the #1 show to go to.
And so it's a whole lot of feelings I'm going through my body right now. And it was WrestleMania 07, which was like, why didn't we go? I don't understand. Or it was 2008, the Ric Flair's last match. I'm like, why didn't we go? I'm not sure, but it's fine. And then in my mind, right, I've been to WrestleMania. That's awesome. I do want to go to the Big Four. I want to go to a Royal Rumble. I do want to go to a SummerSlam. I do want to go to a Survivor Series. So it's September, October, November, January. I got 3 months to save up.
So I wanted to go to the Royal Rumble when it came here, and I didn't have the funds to be able to go. Money was
And
tight.
sometimes it be like that sometimes. It honestly does sometimes. It really does.
But then it turned out to be one of the worst Royal Rumbles, so.
Right? Like I was saying, WrestleMania 29, we were going to go, but like you said, something happened. We didn't go, and it's like, oh, a blessing in disguise because that wasn't really a memorable one. We're just gonna right?
Like the best match on the card was Edge and Beth versus Miz and Maurice.
That was the Royal Rumble that you wanted to go to, yeah. And that would
I mean, Bobby versus Brock was good. I think. No.
If you want to,
No. What was it? Um,
depending on what you
I
want,
think it was good.
depending
2022.
on what you want. Like if you just want two big dudes for 5 minutes giving each other clotheslines, and some people do. Some people do. But okay, all right, all right, all right. I haven't really saved up for anything.
There was also Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in the opener where they did the Seth grabbed the rope, but Roman didn't let him go.
He's not allowed to. Ooh, again. So see, that was another example of they should have made the WrestleMania main event triple threat instead of having Brock versus Roman for the umpteenth time. Put Seth in there because you had the perfect indie window of he didn't get beat, but people.
He won the match. It was by DQ, but he won the match.
It really is like yes, it's right there, silver platter, but you're not going for it. Why? Oh, 78-year-old crackhead.
Because they wanted to do the title unification. That's why.
I guess, but again, I don't know if you can look so far into the future, but the same with Cena versus Orton, and they did the unification
No,
match in
you are
2012.
right. Now that I think about it, because you'll do a triple threat for title unification when it's women, but not when it's men. What's the deal with that? Becky, Charlotte, Ronda.
Interest. I wasn't even thinking about that, right? But like I get the mentality of, oh, you want a big rivalry, but the rivalry has to be good. Like I remember 2012, the first unification match or the most recent one before it became a thing, it was Orton versus Cena, and but Daniel Bryan on the side being the hottest thing ever. It's like, bruh, sometimes you gotta say F tradition in a big rivalry and go with the hottest star, bruh. And then, like I said, then it's like, okay, we're doing the unification, so let's have the biggest rivalry. It's only the biggest rivalry in your mind. You are all over it. You are all over it. No one wanted to see Brock versus Roman for the umpteenth time. Nobody. Okay, I'm not gonna say nobody, but if you would put a poll, I'm pretty sure yay or nay, yay would have won. And with Becky
And now
versus
Brock
Ronda,
can't challenge for the belt, and so we don't see much of Brock ever. Well, he had that feud with Cody, which made no sense.
and that feud versus Bobby that didn't go no freaking where. I'm not gonna lose to
Um,
him.
but then Brock lost to him.
Like it was, I want to say what happened was it was supposed to be the third match didn't happen because he's like, I'm not going to do it again. All right, we'll let you beat Almas.
They did do it 3 times, did they not?
Either they did it 3 times and one was a no contest, like it was a count out finish. But I'm pretty sure it was
It
one
was a
versus one.
low blow, the last one.
It was either a screwy finish that was like technically you didn't like technically yeah you won but you didn't get like it wasn't definitive. It's in WWE's mind it's not definitive. We can do it one more time.
But that was Royal Rumble of this year.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure the last match is supposed to be at WrestleMania, but Brock was like, I don't want to lose to him again, and so they gave us Brock versus Omos, which basically I swear to God, I almost freaking like turned WrestleMania off.
Oh, nope. We only got it twice. We only got it
Right.
twice.
And so the third match was at WrestleMania, but Brock was adamant that he didn't want to lose to Bobby.
Third time.
Yeah. Well, when I say lose the feud because it's 1-1. Whoever wins the next
No,
one wins the whole
it
thing.
was 0-2.
But it was again, it was a low blow. So it in the mind of thinking like a booker, because it was a low blow, it doesn't really count. It's
let me check this out.
So Miz and so while you're checking it out, and tell me when you're ready, Miz and LA Knight are doing another match. I'm interested in. I would like to know why they're doing it again.
I said this year. I meant last year. Just so everybody knows, I get screwed with the years sometimes. It's 2023, not 2022.
Oh, bruh, we're still in COVID. No offense. we just weren't going back in our houses. That's what happened.
So the second match was the Crown Jewel match.
That makes sense. That sounds accurate.
Crown Jewel 2022 results. Oh, you were right. Brock Lesnar did defeat Bobby at that. It was 1-1.
It's like, come on, Nate, superstar. Let me beat you. I'm playing. All right, but yeah. So they were. It's like, come on, bro. You versus almost is not. No one wanted to see that. But I think it was like, if I said it before, I say it again. I think Vince and Triple H do compromises where it's like, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you Triple H versus almost if you give me KO and Sammy in the main event of night one. Like, hopefully after tonight they'll find, let's give LA Knight a proper feud to give, them. He needs to have a belt. So let's move it along to that, please. Thank you very much.
Elimination Chamber of this year.
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah, that was the one that ended by DQ. That was the one that ended by DQ. So it was a 3-match series where Bobby went over. And they were supposed to do another match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is what you said?
But Brock was like, I'm not losing. I'm not losing again. It's like, dude.
But that's only because of Bray.
Well, no. So, no. The original thing was it was supposed to be Brock versus Bobby, but again, Brock doesn't want to lose. So they were going to do Bobby versus Bray, but Bray got sick, and then ultimately they just had Bobby win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and like we all thought was okay, LA because I know and it was supposed to be LA Knight versus Bray, but Bray got sick, and for some reason.
No. We had the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
No. I think it was gonna be a second match. It was gonna be a second match.
Oh.
Yeah. The original plans was supposed to be Brock versus Bobby, number 3, and then LA Knight versus Bray,
5.
number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, 5.
Because 4 was at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, like it was gonna be the end of their feud, and then it was gonna be hopefully the end of LA Knight versus Bray. But Bray got hurt.
What kind of feud is it if it's 3-1?
A basketball feud. Best out of 7.
It's like, yeah, that one of those 3 was by DQ because you punched him in the balls, but like it's not a victory for you. It's not 2-2. Hitting his balls doesn't count as a win.
Like certain people who book the shows, they really think They really think that we think that it won't count. No, a win is a win. We don't care if it's screwy. We don't care if it's disqualification. No, he beat him 3 times. Only y'all think that we would think that because it was disqualification, it don't count. No, it counts. But yeah, no, that was very weird that like, because everybody was like, okay, LA Knight versus Bobby. That should be the obvious thing to do next. But they never did it. It's like, why? Because you didn't have enough time. I don't like. It really was like,
I
why
mean,
didn't you
I
do
don't
it?
know because like they've done it.
Right?
Like they've. I mean, it took them like 5 years to have the first match, but then once we got that first match, they did 5 matches in a year. So
Yeah. So I did that. I
same thing with
honestly,
Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio.
huh?
Like they didn't have a match together until the pandemic, and then they did like 15 matches in like 3 months.
Like they shook up a little bit with tag team matches, but yeah.
I don't know why WWE does that though. It's like you
No,
two have been working on the same roster for a decade and you've never had a match. Let's go ahead and give you 20 matches in the next year.
that was the ungodly era of 78-year-old crackhead. Because they said that he kept forgetting that he did the same freaking match. So that might have been that might have been the case where he's like, all right, Ray versus Seth, and no one wanted to remind him a third time. Vince, we already did it twice. I was so mad when that article came out. That we got the same matches over and over again because a 78-year-old man forgot that he did it 4 times before.
And it's not like, 6 months apart. It was literally last week.
Like, that's why people like give the same energy to Triple H. I can't. The one thing I can't say is that I it hasn't been multiple freaking matches when he was solely in charge. Let me be very clear, solely in charge because Vince, old behind Vince, came back after WrestleMania, and then his back got hurt only a couple of weeks ago.
I thought the feud between these two was done.
I was gonna ask you. I did not watch Payback. How good was their match at Payback?
Pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Hmm.
Because I know sometimes they want to redo it if it hasn't been, if they think they can do better. And that maybe, in my mind, like maybe that's why they're doing it again.
You see the Miz doing Miz TV with John Cena?
And yeah, and like it wasn't supposed to be funny. It was just supposed to be like not a break of reality, but a crazy like a crazy moment. It was like I loved it for what it was. I equated to when what's the old dude name? Dirty Harry. What's his name? Clint Eastwood. When Clint Eastwood did a stupid behind speech about Barack Obama to an empty chair. They're like, bruh, you was dumb. Why is this finishing move called blunt force Trump? Like,
Because you grab their head and slam it into the mat.
was like, the Miz, skull crushing finale, The Rock, the people's elbow. We're just gonna make it like
Huh?
it's called blunt force. Like I feel like how it's somewhat connected to your
The
character, like
people's
something,
elbow.
huh?
That's more comparable to the five knuckle shuffle.
But still, a poppy name for your finisher, right? It's like we should call it blunt force trauma,
I mean, Rock Bottom is one of the best names.
right? So like, look, what I'm saying is we should give it a different name. Let's connect it more to LA Knight. Like
I mean, honestly, if they just called it BFT, that would be better.
the what?
The BFT,
What if?
blunt force trauma, just
Okay. Yeah.
initial it. Like,
I would
how they do with the SDO and everything else. Like so
GTS,
many,
yeah.
yeah.
See, don't be teasing us. It's not gonna happen.
LA Night, yeah.
Yeah.
So now everybody knows how far ahead I am from Anika.
Like 3 seconds. My remote is
Yeah, I
underneath
don't
my
think you were
couch.
live earlier.
No, I was not live. I wasn't live. I was literally 3 seconds behind you. But
No, I
my
mean when
remote
The
was
Rock
underneath the
came out,
couch.
because like I waited 5 seconds, and it took another 5 seconds for him to appear for you. I was like, I waited before I said something.
So I hate Hulu for that, right? When you turn to the channel and you have it recorded, it'll go to the top. I'm like, I don't need it from the beginning. Just give it to me live when I go to your channel.
Oh well, I click on Fox News at 59,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm live from that point, and I'm not
Mm.
starting at the SmackDown recording. But yeah, for Dynamite, I am usually like a minute or two late starting up Dynamite, so it starts at the top for me, and then I get to skip like half of the first commercial break.
Like, yeah, if we're not doing a podcast, I love it because commercials are commercials.
All right, I got drinks in the freezer, need to go to the bathroom and other stuff. I will be back. Hold down the fort while I'm gone.
The main event mafia, I'll do it every time. I'm sorry. All right, so let me just cover it. All right, so I'm not leaving, but I am gonna fix my house up because this stuff in the background is annoying me. Just gonna do this real quick. All right, there we go. That's way better. I feel better about myself and my household. Okay. All right, so thank you for joining us for Friday Night Fights. It has been, you started off with the People's Champ. Not gonna. It really is smooth sailing. I'm enjoying the commercial. I'm enjoying the show. I'm enjoying it immensely. We're still gonna have Cena versus, well, not Cena versus Cena on the Grayson Waller talk show. We'll see how that works out. Not gonna say I don't care, but it's not one of the things I'm super excited about. And more so as Cena's, that's because of Cena. Okay. And that's more so the WrestleMania match between Austin Theory. Like like sir, a little bit more effort, please. And then of course the promo was stupid. So maybe he's gonna make up for it with Waller. We'll see. But yeah, so LA Knight beat The Miz. He did a promo. They're teasing LA Knight versus Roman Reigns hard. And like, don't tease me if it's not gonna happen. That's just me, baby. You know, I keep saying it, and maybe I should stop. But I don't care. Metaphorical blue balls is an issue in wrestling, and I want someone to cure it for me, please. So if it's not gonna happen, then stop saying it. But if it is gonna happen, you know, let's go. It can definitely work. The next pay-per-view is Fastlane. That's too soon. Maybe Survivor Series. Cause like it's insane that it's September 15th already, right? We're halfway through September, so honestly, well, it's the end of November, so it'll still be 2.5 to 3 months until Survivor Series if they can make it go that long. Is there a huge review in October? Maybe, but if it was me, I would shoot for Survivor Series if we're gonna do LA Knight versus Roman. That LA Knight is his stock is rising. That seems very, very appropriate for the match. And again, you know, the show isn't over. I need to see The Rock acknowledge his cousins and get together, because that would make no sense to me. You can't tell me you don't be watching the product because your cousins and your cousins are on there. So you know you're gonna say nothing to Jimmy. You're gonna say nothing to Solo. Come on, man! Like just a stare down, just something. You know, we have 38 more minutes. Give it to me, WWE. Give it to me. But all y'all can thank Deion Sanders. I said it. We are in Colorado, and hey, I'm sorry, Denver ain't got this much pull since John Elway had his last championship. No offense. But Deion done came to coach the freaking college game, and everybody's been up in here. If you have not seen it, Pat McAfee has his own show on ESPN now, and he interviews The Rock. He's also on First Take, and you know that's my show. It's a very good old time, and he's having a ball. We're back from commercial, and Pretty Deadly is in Adam Pearce's office. They got a fabulous version of the Hardy Boys. I didn't even see when he got hurt. I want if I'm not mistaken, Rich Holland was the one who hurt him. But I'm gonna say he's better since they're having these segments. The tag team tag team. I'm not gonna say it again until it's official, right? It's better than what it has been. It could be more though in the WWE tag team division. But now we're doing what you call it? A recap. There you go. A recap of last week where it was Damage Control versus Shotzi and Charlotte. Shotzi. Shotzi and Charlotte won because of an Asuka interference. So I'm not opposed to it because we're getting finally Asuka versus Io. Yes. But it's next week. I'm like, what are we doing? Why is it not pay-per-view? I like it. And I do appreciate them putting Dakota on camera even though she's hurt. Even though you're hurt, if you're a good personality, yeah, just write in the story. The best version is Tony D or NXT. That's the best ride out in the world. I got locked up. I'm in jail. But now we're getting Bayley versus Asuka. Colorado, I don't say y'all don't deserve this, but y'all are getting a treat tonight. This is a good SmackDown. Bye, 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 bye. All right. And so I do have full confidence in Triple H, but this, is one of them questions of I don't need all of the answers, but please explain to me why you're going to do Io versus Asuka on SmackDown and not on a pay-per-view. Like, ever since Damage Control came back, when I came back, formed last year, right, at SummerSlam, one of the biggest highlights have been when Io and Asuka was just talking at each other in Japanese, and we were all hyping that up. So it's like that's been the best moments of those feuds, and you're just gonna put on SmackDown? Come on, man! And I say that because I don't want a screwy finish. Please don't do that. That's especially with Io's reign. Io deserves to be champ. Do right by her reign. And so start with the screen. So if you're gonna do 1-on-1, start with the screen finishes and stuff.
Like former tag partners too. But WWE's not going to tell that story because it didn't happen in WWE.
Right. So it didn't happen at all. Like Corey J skateboard. I just benched in thin air.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Say it again.
I said Pepperidge Farm remembers.
But tonight should be a treat. Hopefully they'll give Asuka and Bayley, at least a good 10 minutes, maybe 15. Cause that match between Street Profits and LWO was too fast. Like, yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Gardettos.
What? Oh, okay. Oh, this is a minute.
But yeah, I'm gonna go grab something else.
You grab what?
I'm gonna grab something else.
Oh, something else. You don't like? You might still want that. That really you be sucking. It's like I want something to eat. I don't know what it is, but that wasn't it.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh, you can go wrong with popcorn, especially the nacho cheese. That's a great. Ooh. Popcorn chips aren't bad if you ever had those.
These aren't chips.
No, I'm saying if you want to try a good snack, popcorn chips are actually pretty good.
I do have popcorn chips, but I didn't want cheese. If I wanted cheese, I got Cheez-Its already open, and I had Goldfish already open. So, and I have actual cheese in my fridge. So I'll save the cheesy popcorn chips for another time.
Don't ask me because you can never go. They can have too much cheese. Well, no, I take that back. One Thanksgiving, I did have too much cheese.
We don't have to talk about that.
Hey, I was gonna stop right there. You're the one who had to say something afterward. Like they're showing a recap of Rock doing the Spine Buster. That Spine Buster looked real sharp. Like he been practicing. I'm just gonna say. I won't hype myself up until they give me reason to, but that Spine Buster look real sharp. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tune in on Tuesdays to watch his daughter.
Little Pebble. Little but she's been like I love her character. Character-wise, she's been killing it with Love is blind. You gotta see it from the other side. Like she's been doing a pretty good job.
Have you not been watching Not?
What's not what?
All for Naught?
Not the last one, what?
Because I've been ranting about them.
Renting good or renting bad?
Ranting bad.
Why? Okay.
They're directionless. They're losing all their matches. They're losing to people who they shouldn't be losing to.
I'm gonna say it's tough, but when it comes to
I want to be behind them. I want to support them. I want to be fans of them. But NXT is giving me zero reason to do any of those things.
So two things. I did not like when they first joined blah, 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 where it gets hard. When they first joined Joe Gacy, I was a little disturbed. Number one, don't cut your beards. And number two, them as grizzled young veterans should like why have they never won the belt as grizzled young veterans? I don't know. I think it was a disservice because
they did win the tag belts, did they not?
No, they've never
After
won.
they won,
Maybe in the UK, but never NXT. Period. No, I'm pretty adamant. Yeah, NXT America, they have never won the tag belts. But when Ava Rain, Little Pebble joined, it was more conclusive, right? And I was like, the other thing I was gonna say is, when it comes to your contract, just make sure you know what's happening, because when you start asking for something and it didn't happen, people's mindsets are going to be, oh, so you're just going to write out your contract, you're just going to make you jobbers. I'm not saying it's good or bad or right or wrong, but I'm just saying, hindsight, don't say nothing about your contract unless you're adamant what you want to happen is going to happen. Silver. Nice start to Bailey versus Asuka. Of course it is because they're two of the best. Drop kicked off the top rope. Bailey. Oh, I hear Kitty Joe. Oh, there he is. Hi, Kitty Joe.
You can't have popcorn.
Huh? What'd you say?
You can't have popcorn.
Like, cause of diet, or you just being mean?
Are cats? Is it healthy for them to eat kettle corn?
I thought it was regular popcorn. I know that I know dogs can't have chocolate, so I'm not really sure if cats can have specific food or not.
Like, I thought cats were supposed to eat meat.
Let's Google. What can't cats eat? Okay, so cats cannot have. Ooh, same thing. Chocolate. They can't have grapes. Wow. This says it can't have milk. Oh, sorry. Fresh. Yeah. So all them cartoons really have them drink. What is that? So who the cartoons that said, "Hey, I'm gonna draw the cat drinking milk out of a bowl"? Wow. Like, it says alcohol though, onions, of course. Yeah, of course not dog food. Look, not raw fish. They can have fish, not raw fish. Oh, chives, onions, garlics, and other stuff. Raw eggs. No artificial sweetener. So is that popcorn made with artificial sweetener?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is. Oh, wait. Because it says it, because it's like they're only supposed to have, make sure to only give your cat 20 calories a day. So it says no artificial sweetener because they don't want the cat to be fat. All right, yeah. So there's no record of them becoming ill. It's just more so to make your cat don't be fat. Don't put them sweeteners in it. Raw meat, of course. No caffeine, of course. See, canned tuna. All right. So who's been writing these lies on television of cats eating tuna and milk? Because Google says they can't have this. Well, okay. It says the tuna thing. It didn't have nutrients, so you can't constantly give them tuna. It won't make them sick. Like they won't die from it. But your cat is your baby. Make sure they have all your vitamins and minerals.
So they need V8.
It says, huh?
So they need V8.
You can give them tuna, but not every day. That's what they're saying.
Well, there you go, bro.
Oh, armbar. Okay. Try to counter it. Oh. Oh. Nice. German suplex by Asuka. interesting. I just realized EO didn't come out. EO didn't come out with them. Is it because she's hurt, or trying to differentiate herself from the group? All right, things are speeding up. Just two. So I heard Dolores say Bailey as a Latina Hispanic character, but like what is Bailey? That she was on the poster for Hispanic Heritage Month. Ooh, cold breaker. Oh, rolling out, rolling out, rolling out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, someone got to roll in. I'm pretty sure the ref was at 7, counting people out, or she's just not counting. She just. All right, y'all would have to stop popping out the freaking audience. And Oscar for the win. I thought she was going to, just a matter of how she was going to do it. Did not think that Shotzi was going to just pop out in the freaking audience, the crowd. And now she's hey! She was chasing Bailey, and I guess Bailey wasn't running fast enough because she caught up to her and she just stopped. She just stopped running. She's trying to fist pound Oscar. Like, both y'all crazy right now. That might work. A nice little team of Oscar and Shotzi. I wouldn't mind seeing it one time in the tag team just to try it out real quick. All right. Retorting the end of the show. Like, come on. We're really not going to. Fine. Great job, Hassan, for voting for Oscar. I'm gonna leave it alone, but y'all really didn't think to give us a nice little segment of Jimmy and Brock real quick? And maybe in their mind they're like the big face off of the bloodline, and Rock should be with Roman, but nah, tease a little bit. Come on. So I'm on YouTube, and the Rock face off with Cena already got 44,000 views. The Rock coming out already is almost up to 100,000 views in an hour. Insane. All right. So I'm going to pee real quick before our end segment starts. I'll be back. Side note, who said that Batista should be the spokesperson for Mortal Kombat, the new video game?
Hope everybody's having a good night. Like, share, subscribe, do your thing. We'll keep doing our thing. Folks at home, please, please, don't drink beer out of your shoe. Called him the GOAT. He called him the GOAT. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So it's kind of weird, right? I don't know why. Maybe because Cole lived in his era, you keep calling him the GOAT, but it's like I wouldn't say that when The Rock just happened earlier this episode, and you can hear the bump isn't the same. Maybe it's just me. The pop not the same, Michael. So let's like I'm just saying, call him the GOAT when Rock and Austin are not in the room. I'm not sure you were listening when you're getting your snack, but I'm like, not really interested in Grayson versus Gina. I feel like this is Cena's do over with Theory. He was like, I didn't do my best trying to put him over, so give me another young buck and I'll do better.
How old is Grayson?
I want to say he's still in his 20s. Like him with Austin Theory, big frat energy. Like that same vibe. You can't tell me they're years apart in age.
I mean, what about Mojo Rawley? He's got that energy, and he ain't in his 20s.
Yeah, but like if you put him with Austin and Waller, you can kind of tell the age difference, in my opinion. If you ever did that, but Lord, this man is balls. Oh wow, Grayson Watter's my age. I would have never
So he's
said
closer to
that.
Mojo Rawley's age than he is Austin Theory's.
That's crazy. I would have never said 33. Here comes Jimmy. I love his braids. I'm gonna say that. All right. Out of all things to do, I would have never said if you're gonna bring up the Usos, let it be Jimmy versus Cena. I'm not calling you Jim. That's weird. That sounds too white. I'm not calling you Jim.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like most white dudes go by Jimmy over Jim.
Well, like when he said it, my first mind was according to Jim, which was a great show on ABC with Jim Belushi. Or Jim Carrey. That's like,
But also like Jimmy's, like Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Carter,
Jimmy Carter.
president.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And more so the combination of his last name. Jim Uso. That don't sound right. I like it.
I gave him a piece of popcorn. He's just playing with it. Done threw it underneath the entertainment center now.
I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. Yes. Give me Solo versus Cena. Now that's a match.
We could be looking at a tag team match here, and oh boy, these two were big rivals a few years
Boo!
ago.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Boo!
Anika don't want none. She don't want none. She's looking scared. I don't think she really wants none.
Shut up, you stupid. I don't want this tag team. No. Oh, now Cena just miraculously put people on his back to do the F. Yeah, no. Ew, I don't like it. At least address it, right? If we gonna do a tag team match, at least address that we used to have beef.
That elephant in the room, yeah, it's less visible than John Cena is.
We all remember that elephant, even if y'all don't want to address it. Like, if it was me, like, I'm not sure what's going on with the OC and him, but yeah, had the OC be like, "Can you really trust him? What happened to our famous tagline? Beat up John Cena." All right, SmackDown is over. Again, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I'm easy to please. Pause. Especially have The Rock come on first. Wasn't that like we're transitioning to Rampage, baby. And what could be Jay Cargill's last match. Don't really know how I feel about it, honestly. Coming right here, I'm gonna get my soda.
Boy, every time I grab a snack, you gotta come up and get in my business.
And all right, so we're starting off with an 8-man tag. We have the Hardy Boys and Lucha Bros versus Team Slapnuts. And who on the side? That's okay.
Butcher and Blade.
Okay. I'm like, that's not the whole team. Who's the two baldies? I don't hate it, but how did this match come about?
Shout out to the meat division.
And TK, if you do not make that the actual thing, you are leaving money on the table, brother.
I humbly request that the first champion be the Butcher.
It's so yep, yes we are, baby. There's so many levels to this story. Like just having Johnny Hungy and he's been the shortest but mediest person. Like, come on, man.
Oh, I figured that there would be a weight limit on it.
That story too of I'm big enough. Now, even though Johnny Hungy is short, I think you could meet it. Like
Even,
someone was like, let it be like when Team 3D trying to get into the cruiserweight division on TNA and they always brought out the scale. Like, yes,
I
do
don't
all of that.
I don't know how much he weighs, but I assume it's less than 250, and that's where I would probably put the weight limit at.
You think but like I'll like let him join and try to make weight. That's a great story right there. And that was hilarious when what's all like when Bully Ray was trying to get into the cruiserweight division. That no, sorry, the X division, and every week they brought out the scale for him. Like, I made it. Let's go. Excuse me. All right, now Jay Lethal and Matt Harris in the ring. There's too many people on over at Team Slapnuts. Like somebody get kicked out. There's too many people. You got the Bunny. You got Kip Sabian. I'm pretty sure. Yep, Karen Jarrett's over there. Setting them sing. I'm like, okay, so it got to be. We call it too many people. Someone got to go. Picture in picture. So I don't know if you saw it, but Dexter Loomis is on the Tacoma FD video. Dolores had it in the group chat. It was like he started. I'm like, oh my god, he actually has a voice. Stop it, nigga, stop. I know he's a real person, but no, I don't like it. I don't like it. He gotta be silent everywhere.
You gonna watch the new Expendables movie?
I didn't watch none of them. I was tempted to watch the third one, but I didn't. I don't even think they have anyone good in this one. I think all I see is 50 Cent, and no offense, I don't really consider him an action hero like that.
I love 50 Cent.
Like, oh no, Power the best thing he's made, but like, yeah, action hero or action movie star.
First 4 CDs I owned: Linkin Park, Disturbed, Toby Keith, and 50 Cent.
You think Toby?
Yeah, Toby Keith and 50 Cent.
50 Cent. So, we're still celebrating the 50 years of hip hop, right? And I was listening to Steve Harvey in the morning, and so they gave him the earlier this year they gave him a test of hip hop trivia, and he didn't do that good, right? So like we're gonna let you redeem yourself. And so one of the questions was, what's the song that 50 Cent sing? Can you even love me now? Even if I was down and out, but you still have love for me. He got 21 questions. Like, yeah, all right. Let's keep going. Like Tupac wrote a song about someone had a baby. Who is that person? He's like, Dear Mama. And so he's like, well, you're not wrong. His mama did have a baby, so we'll let you have that. No, we'll let you have that one because his mama did have a baby, even though they're looking for Brenda. And then they're like, back in the 80s, I think it was the last question. Back in the 80s, this group rapped about a iconic shoe wear. What was the shoe wear? He's like, Rip DMC, like, okay. What's the shoe? Adidas. It's like, oh my god. It was stupid. Look at it. All right, so Alex was on the top rope, but Satnam Singh brought him down. He's still going to like, what else? Do you see this, Sammy? What else would I do? Why did he try to do a cross? I'm going to say a cross. Oh, that's why. So Big Boy can catch it. That's the only reason why he was up there. No, yeah. Sunday Doug was trying to get him down, but Satnam Singh caught him. Now Ray Phoenix, being the cool, smooth as water athlete that he is, Ray Phoenix, zero, nero. Side note, Sammy, what's the belt they fight for during on the road on BTE?
You talking about the BT Championship?
Yes. It
Like
is
flipping bottles and stuff?
yes. So the last one, Will Washington reminded everyone that we had that title, so we will that is being reinstated and up for grabs. Kit Sabian, I hope you're ready to defend it. Probably next Monday. All right, now we're doing the brick breaker promo.
Oh, oh. Y'all finally get your wish. Britt Baker's finally going to challenge for the TBS title.
Are they pulling my leg? Like for real? Are they really pulling my leg? Are y'all really doing this? This has to be a rib. This has to be a rib.
This is the time in which I say, if she can go from up to down and Jade can't go up, I would leave too. That's why I would leave too. That would be the main reason. If she can go anywhere and do anything she wants, and I gotta stay in this one division, you know what? I'm leaving too.
What was Jade Cargill's record? 69-0, or she didn't go to 70, did she?
16-0. 16-0.
16-0. So 60 matches. We've been around 40. We're like, okay, let her beat Britt Baker or Ashita or D. Didn't give us to. You know what? I'm not.
Oh no, my favorite thing is I haven't had a good. What she said? I haven't had a good 2 months. I've been losing consistently, but I will get a title shot against whoever wins next. Or I haven't been here in months. I've been injured. You know what? I get a title shot because I can just walk in and do that. Listen, I understand now why she left. I understand now.
Like, so it's not definitive, but if it becomes finalized, it is like, bruh, are you serious?
Listen, as ALW wonderfully said, because I'm trying to say that if she doesn't win the title tonight, she's leaving.
And shout out to Wise Man. Happy birthday, ALW. Go get your party on, but not too much. We don't need no more baby. But yeah, you gotta be pulling. They have to be pulling my chain. They have to be. It's like the time where your behind should be like sit your behind down, bro. Like your performance in the ring has sucked.
Mind you, Taya, Thunder Rosa, and every other person had to fight 99 people to get a chance for a championship shot. She just gets to say, I'm a loser, but I want a championship shot. This is not how I wait a minute, this division is not how I imagined it to be. Is it because you imagined yourself on top? Is that why? I just couldn't help myself. As soon as I heard that, I ran right back to my computer to say that. Because listen, that is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
No. This is like people are like, well, AEW and WWE, they're on the same. No, they're not about their women's division. It is a clear difference. At least WWE, there's a story. At least there's a story. You can tell that TK is just letting them who has the idea? All right, we'll go with that right now. Cause like So like even with like Tony Storm versus Sriracha, right? Yes, Tony Storm's the hottest thing, but her character is a fallen Hollywood starlet, right? So can we put the belt on her right now? I wouldn't. I would let her go crack crazy for like another 3 months or 6 months, and then put the belt on her. But your champion is a Sriracha chick who cannot do well in the ring, who sucks. Like, can y'all like TK? I just need you to think 3 weeks ahead. Can you think 3 weeks ahead for your women? Just
But
three.
my thing about it is, you have people like Johnny. We're gonna call him Johnny TV, doing these stupid ass segments instead of having real good matches that we know he can. Or Marina Shafir, who has good matches outside of AEW, having a good match inside of AEW, putting on Nyla Rose consistently on TV, doing common sense. Seems like that doesn't happen.
You know,
El Hijo de Harvey.
so you're ahead of me. Like 1 second. Okay. So, Sammy, tell me this. What the heck? Why would you do that? That's not right. Is Taya Latino and Canadian or just Canadian? Taya Valkyrie.
I have no idea. I can tell you that she worked in Mexico for like a decade.
Right. I just want to know because like when they were doing the whole Jay's in Canada, who's your best person? She came out. I'm like, oh, so yeah, no slate. I just want like, so is she Canadian or Latino? Cause I thought, like I said, I know that she was a lucha libre and she's married. Yeah, just inquiring minds. That's all. You know what? I'll look it up.
She's Canadian.
So she just trained in the lucha. What do you call it?
Libre, yeah.
In lucha style. Okay.
We're gonna say in a polite way, she absorbed the culture.
Okay.
I mean, different cultures are different. Like, I know that Mexico's really happy if you adopt their culture. Japan's usually happy about it too. It's like you want to be
Hey,
more like us, fantastic. Be as much like us as you can.
just give them credit. That's
That's
always my
the,
stance. Just give them credit.
well, I mean, some things you can't just give credit. You just can't do. That's why some people, as we know and seen lately, that's why your hair fall out.
Not gonna say names, but yeah. Oh, okay. So the Kingdom is finally on TV. Yay! Let them ride the momentum too of Ada and Roderick Strong versus Matt Sydal and Mr. Christopher Daniels. Side note:
If you don't like
Tiffany,
tacos and tequila, I don't trust you.
who don't like tacos
I'm just saying.
and tequila? I mean, words to live by. Right, so I say this because Christopher Daniels in the ring. Uh, Becky Lynch versus what's her name? Tiffany Stratton was pretty good. I like Tiffany's version of the best day moonsault. She does it pretty. She does it fairly well. I'll say that.
Anika, would you say she does a lot of other moves well?
She's getting better. I can see why they took the belt off of her because it's been one or two instances where it's like, okay, are you really ready to be the full champ for the whole year? Maybe not. She's good, but she still needs to, she's not the whole package just yet. But no, that was a great match on Tuesday. It really was. Hopefully, let Becky Lynch
Even
have
in
some
that
fun in
match, she
NXT.
had like her moments where like there was a section in the match where I think they were supposed to go back and forth, and she just kind of like they looked like they were rolling having a pajama fight.
And yeah, we said the same thing about Braun Breaker when they first put the belt on him. Where like he knows how to do A and C, but he doesn't know how to do B, the middle part. So
Yeah,
hopefully, she'll train a little bit better, and she'll learn how to get from A to C a little bit better.
I think that's what they need to work on. You need to know how to talk and wrestle and sell a match. You screaming, "I have an epiphany" 5 times does not get me. I want to ask her. That's why I said in the chat I had an epiphany. I just want to ask her, did you have an epiphany that you were gonna lose that? Because girl, you could have got a lot of people paid. I just want to know why they keep doing that in NXT. Why everybody having visions and epiphanies, but don't see them losing.
You didn't see that coming. But like, I think that's more so like you can do a move perfectly, but a match can go like for 10 minutes. You gotta learn how to go from transition those moves seemingly. That was more so what I would say Jay needed to work on, Jay Cargill, because she can do a pump kick like nobody's business, but it's like don't look so much like you're gonna do like don't what's the word?
They wouldn't, but that's the point. They wouldn't let her. She's mentioned, and they've even showed some kind of backstage footage where Daniel Bryan has these like hour-long training sessions, and she can get an hour long of training. She can train for a whole hour. That means she could do a match for a whole hour, yet she wasn't allowed to.
telegraph it. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was trying to say. Like they need to learn how to not telegraph their moves before they do it. And like, I wonder who she was training with. I know she was training with Danielson, but I don't, was there another female that she was grappling with? Because I would say let her show off her move to that person on TV. Like, look, TK, I actually am getting better. I can do more than 4 minutes.
No, she was just wrestling with Danielson. She has the strength and the power to do to train. Like for instance, most people do not know because they don't follow social media. Nia Jax has been practicing with Moose Dawkins, a whole bunch of other men. She has been wrestling with them. She's been posting it. She's been wrestling when she was off during this time she was signed and just wasn't nobody knew. She was training with them. So
That's good. That is
Dawkins
good to know.
improved. You've seen Moose has always been good, and so she's gotten the skills of like she can do tosses and stuff now. She's got the skills now. She needed that work back then when we first saw her, but now she has the skills. She's leaned up. She's lost some weight. She's got more control of herself. So that's what I'm saying. When you sometimes if you're a bigger or stronger person, wrestling with the men gives you an advantage where they can't say, "Oh, you're a girl and you're just sloppy." And I think that she wanted that recognition. She wanted to be treated like the men on the AEW roster, but she was not.
And so like there are pros and cons to that because the con is unless you're wrestling a man on TV, I would love for him to have another woman for her to wrestle with. So you know how to control your power with a woman rather than a man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. All the women had that same opportunity to train with Danielson. Danielson, as I said, is not the strongest. She's stronger than he is. he was teaching her the grappling and the mat based part of the wrestling. That's what she wanted to get to do better. She had the strength. I mean, we all saw the
Yeah.
reality show where she slapped homegirl so hard she made had to go talk to Brandy and them.
Right.
She had the strength. She just needed the technical side, and Brian Danielson was teaching her the technical side. That's what I'm saying. A lot of even like the women in the WWE, even some of them, I think like Becky, I know her, his wife, all have trained with TJ. He's a small
Yeah.
stature dude who, when you train with a man who's maybe smaller and whatever, if you slang him around, that doesn't seem right. So you have to learn to be a little bit delicate, a little bit slower. She had got those moves. It's just that I think it was one match we watched. She did so good, and then it was over with seconds later, and I'm like, "Oh, we couldn't keep this a little bit longer."
Yeah.
Cause I watched Fuego del Sol wrestle in the past longer than some of her matches.
It's going to be interesting tonight to see how this match with Statlander is going to. I want her to thrive, so I'm not mad at her for going to WWE. But I guess I'll feel whatever I feel when this match comes on tonight.
I'm gonna say like Booker T, it's about respect. Respect. And if you ain't giving me respect, then what is the purpose of it? Was it did Emily Sakura have a title match?
It was not this time night, last time night. 4 minutes, but it was the best dang 4 minutes you can ever get from a 4 minute match.
You've had so many people have a chance at this thing, and a lot of people we didn't even think were going to be, winning it. But she hasn't even had a chance to just try. You just want her to try. Just
Yeah.
give her something.
I don't know how I feel about this. So, are you at the end, Sammy?
Huh?
Are you at the end of the match?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ahead of you.
So, yes, the Kingdom should be winning, but Christopher Daniels is still, to me, he's still Christopher Daniels. So it's like, oh wow, they actually let him pin Christopher Daniels.
There is a lot of ROH talent that needs to be on the main shows that will probably be better. And then some of the talent that we see job out could wrestle in ROH. It's like I thought ROH was gonna be kind of like upcoming, kind of like a development play. But
NXT.
yeah, but again, like NXT have people come down and come through, not come down and stay. You don't stay 9 years down there. Even Dominic and them are like, I won the championship, but I'm going to um, leave.
Are they real? Oh Lord, they're wearing bands to promote to promote neck health. This is
I just like the neck strong symbol. Now put your hand on your neck.
like how are they making this story stupid and awesome at the same time?
It's because everybody can relate. Like the jealous ex girlfriend. I just want to point out as one female. Does it look like Renee is maybe hiding some things from us? You've noticed the same thing I have.
I did. That's why I had the face. I'm gonna look.
Swerve, you can't trust a man with triangular mutton chops and arched eyebrows. You really can't.
I like it. I like it. Now with Renee, I gotta see her in something else. Maybe she had the food baby. Maybe that's what's going on.
This been like a good month of her wearing big clothes like that. Really.
I honestly haven't noticed.
When I first noticed, they had, you remember they used to, before they started doing the back shot, they were zoomed in where it was just from her like waist up. They wouldn't show anything else. And then they start backing up and her clothes were bigger. And I'm like, is she? I'm not for sure.
Like
Because
I'll
I
definitely
know she normally wears tight crop top clothing,
yeah.
and that has not been her attire for the past like month or so.
Like next time, like I'll put like that. I'll put a look out for it. Put a look out for it.
Because you remember that when I showed the thing the thing Thursday yesterday, she had like a big furry skirt dress on with a big jacket over top of it.
I do not. Be honest with you, did not remember. But yeah. We're getting a trios match. I don't know their names, but I love these two crackheads
The
emotionally.
Outrunners with Peter Avalon.
They're so character wise, they're entertaining. They're gonna do like if it's a short match, they're gonna entertain the crap out of those 5 minutes.
I'm trying to see. I know I had it. Okay, here we go. Because I do the graphics for Thursday, the only reason I started to notice. And I was like, did Anika, I was gonna ask them, but she's not here. I was like, I wonder if they see what I see. And I thought I was tripping. But I'm not. Cause look, okay, that was from the week before. Hold on, let me move the thing out of the way.
Wait, let me clean my glasses. Oh, sweet Jesus.
You got your glasses caught up in your hair?
Yes! And my scalp is very sensitive right now. Say it
Okay.
again.
That was from not this Thursday, but the week before.
Okay.
Okay. And
Right.
then that's from this Thursday.
We're not going to start rumors, but in 8 months, if a baby comes out, you heard it here first.
Especially when she was like doing the MJL promo, when she had her hands down there, I was like, hold it. Am I
Wait a minute.
looking at this right?
What the hell is? It's a whole lot of freaking thrusting in AEW right now. It's very aggressive. It's
Daniel Garcia, the Claim. That match didn't even need to happen.
Ricky Stark. It's like right. They're the champ. Yay! They did a match.
Am I supposed to believe they're gonna win?
No, I want more for the trios belts. That's what my not gonna say disgust, but my disdain for what's going on right now. It's like again, TK, can you think a couple of weeks ahead? Oh,
It's like we have
no.
belts, but nobody to chase for them. It's like the women's tag team belts over in WWE when you don't have but like two people to run for 'em.
And like those, and think about that is the belts can go with every division. So if I'm Triple H, bring those to NXT. You got a couple of more teams down south. Let's go.
Listen, and I have the same qualms about WWE, but AEW can fix that. Why don't you take an international belt and defend it internationally? Because you work with every promotion. That kills me. You can take
I
it to New Japan because you have relationships with New Japan and they have 1,000,000,001 shows that you could have given me. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, there's a tournament happening for a month and a half where I see the same matches 90,000 times day after day. You could have put a match for the AEW International title over there. Okay. You could
Would
have
have been hot.
sent them
Would have been hot.
to GCW or a London show somewhere. Was it Rev Pro? You could have sent them over there. You could have sent them everywhere to defend it. AAA to defend it. You could have just said you could have sent it anywhere. But I keep looking at it on my TV in America. Yes,
like
you said international title. This title will go. It will be defended anywhere, anytime. Da, da, da. And all I see is in America. Yes, the people might be different who you defended it from, but we're all in American soil. I want to see different people, different things. Introduce me to people. I thought that title was that was going to be for
so, like
because technically Cody, when he had his title, was bringing in new faces and new people that we on the that are not necessarily people who are not necessarily wrestling like hardcores did not know offhand. We got introduced to Eddie Kingston, introduced to well, I knew him already, but I'm a hardcore. Introduced to Ricky Starks, introduced to these type of people. I wanted that. I wanted you to bring people to the company by through this belt, but instead, I'm getting it every week.
okay. So like Pac was doing it, right? And
Yep.
I believe that the hope of putting it on Moxley that he does it. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I like so hopefully he everyone to be able to do it. He should do it. So please
I
let him
mean,
do
Mox
it, I
isn't
guess is
really
the question.
known to wrestle in Mexico, but definitely for Japan.
But see, that's what I'm saying. What of okay, honestly, with Pop, because of his size and stature, he faced a lot of people that you thought, man, this person could take this title away from him. Even though I mean hardcores know that title ain't going nowhere. It was like, oh, he facing this person. Maybe he could lose his title. But Moxley, I can't see him going to Rev Pro and getting whooped by like some Petey Williams kind of person. I can't see that. I can't see him going to a New Japan Pro Wrestling and Yo beating him. I can't see that. So it's like, or Toriano beating him. I cannot see that. So that's what I'm saying. I want
Toriano beat him before.
that. Listen, that was a fluke
That was
upon
his
Jesus.
first. That was his first loss since leaving WWE.
Listen, that was a fluke upon Jesus. That's not something that's going to happen as Mox as who he is today. He's not going to let Toriano beat him for a belt. That's not going to
And
happen.
Mox's face after that match, though, was just such a meme. Just utter disbelief of how did I lose this?
Yeah, I mean, no offense, but when you're in their territory, you have to follow their rules. So if it's kind of getting jumped in, jumped out. If you get jumped in and you lose, and you have to lose by embarrassment to Toriano, then that's how you get in. But now you're a Mox. You've made a name for yourself. You're a champion. You ain't gonna job out the Toriano. I mean, Eddie Kingston has had to make a lot of uh losses, but they now they respect him and they like him and they adapted him to the culture. But he couldn't just come in and just start whipping people butt all of a sudden. No, he had to earn that right.
It's so weird seeing Dave Bautista with hair.
That's what I was saying. Why is Batista doing the Mortal Kombat commercial? It's so weird.
I mean, I love him doing the Mortal Kombat commercial. It's just his head's not, like a military like buzzed.
I think he's doing another movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's doing another movie. But I'll be back. Hopefully ain't no match come on by the time I get back.
Like the last time I saw him with hair was like 2006.
I saw him on the movie set with it like a month ago.
I want to say he had hair on the M Night Shyamalan. I know it's wrong.
Shyamalan.
I think he had hair on that
Shamalama
one.
Ding Dong.
I think he had hair on that movie. Oh, scared behind in the day is crap.
Okay.
Let's go. Oi, oi. Yes. Oi, oi. Yes. Oi, oi. Yes. Oi, oi. Yes. Oi, 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 oi. Yes. Dang. All right. They're doing quick work. Cheers. Boom. That good man. I like it though. I say. But yeah, he's on Rampage. Build him back up. Build him back up. Oi, 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 oi.
Live tomorrow, Collision.
I like it. I like it. Danielson and Cryo versus Big Bill and Ricky. Like, why are we rushing it? And now the next match is gonna be on Collision for the TBS title. The The Grand Slam card does look pretty good for a Dynamite. For free TV is what I'm saying. Oh, what? Oh, why? So, his announced Darby and Sting versus Luchasaurus and Christian. What happened to Nick Wayne? How much time they got? All right, they gave 13 minutes, probably 10, excluding entrances. Oh, even if she was going to WWE, y'all really could put this on Grand Slam? Like, really? If she goes to WWE, I hope she keeps her theme song because it's a banger. All right, they want to give him a good, decent 10 minutes.
But the complaint that you guys have about Jade's run is that bigger names did not face her when she was champion.
Yes. What? What's the contradiction in your brain, Sammy?
Hmm?
What
Uh,
was
I enjoyed her reign. I have no problems.
like? No. Like again, her reign didn't suck, but it felt like it never painted her. Like it was in her own bubble, and it would just would have been nice if she would have beat a Serena. Like, where is Serena Deeb?
We haven't seen her in forever. I have no idea. The last time we saw her, she was challenging Mercedes for the ROH Women's Championship.
Yeah, they were a tag team, and she broke it up, and that was the last time. Like, is she still a part of AEW?
I have no idea. She might be training the girls instead of actually working herself.
See, like that would have been a great if that would have been
But
a great match against for Jade. And we're like all the talk about her training with Danielson and doing grappling. That would have been I would have loved to have seen that. You know.
but Serena Deeb's treated less than half of the women Jade squashed.
Well, like no. When she was going against Thunder Rosa, she was on top. Don't really know what happened after that. Like, oh, Mr. Atlanta. Okay, yeah. And more so, Sammy, the thing is, as big as Goldberg's streak was, and I lived it. I loved every point of it, right? It was like he only had 3 moves, and in this day and age, you don't want to be referred to that, right? You want to show people you can go longer in the ring. And so when they're equating Jay's run to Goldberg, it's like, no, she can do more. And it's like, what? Like, don't treat her like a Goldberg. She actually can go more than 5 minutes.
Baker, Sheeta. I mean, when Rosa was
Even
there, she was
Hater.
basically champ the whole time. So
Huh?
like, it's hard to say Rosa.
What was you saying? Say it again.
People who Jade hasn't faced that she realistically could have or should have.
Yeah.
Baker, Sheeta.
And even Hater, because Hater wasn't champ yet.
That would have been a squash if it had happened.
You think? Because
I think Hater would have been squashed less than 3 minutes.
like it was like in my mind, maybe refresh your memory. Hater was with Baker, and so she wasn't doing squash matches, even though she was a underling is a harsh word, but she was underneath Baker. Everyone knows she could go in the ring.
Hater
She
was
was
losing
doing more
to
than 5 minutes.
women she realistically should have been beating.
Huh?
Hater was losing to women she realistically should have been beating. To because
And
she'd
I'll
lose to
concede.
them so that way they look better when they lose to Baker.
And I'll
That's what she was
concede.
doing.
Like I'll concede. I'm not sure. Like maybe my timing's off, but I feel like right before she won the belt, she was getting some wins. But yeah, like see, like right now, Hater versus not Haters. Jade versus Statlander. This is a pretty great match.
I'm seeing mostly tag team matches. She won against someone called Danica Della Rouge, whoever
Okay.
that is,
Yep. Okay.
and Ross Chanel, and she defeated Sky Blue. Oh! I found a big one. I found a big one. Mercedes Martinez on an episode of Rampage.
How long did that match last, Sammy?
Mercedes Martinez, 8 minutes 40 seconds.
And that's probably one of her the closest to her one of her longest matches, right? What's her longest match? Like
Uh,
9 minutes?
well, her longer matches are tag team matches with Britt Baker. So
Or Tony Storm. Like let her face Tony Storm.
did she not face Tony Storm?
She
Shit.
did not. Jay did not face Tony Storm. No.
Jay was
Did
stuck
Tony
in mid
move right? Did Tony move right into the main title picture when she debuted? Shit.
Yeah, because she was one of those WWE people that switched over and they thought were just, oh my God.
I mean, I like Tony Storm. Don't get me wrong.
So you telling me Sriracha can climb to the top faster than Jay can? And Sriracha can't even
I
do
mean,
half of the stuff.
Jade was an undefeated champion. It's the fact that people view
She
that
beat
title as being lesser
jobbers.
than.
Most of the people, you named probably like 3 or 4 people that were worth out of the 60. That's not worth it.
But
At least
it's that way
Goldberg,
for
you
all
say
the women.
he beat like Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan and all the rest of them. Was she gonna
At
I beat Della
AEW
Rue?
women, it's that way for all of them. Jade's no different than the rest.
Yeah. Thunder Rosa beat big people. Britt Baker beat big people. Everybody beat big people to get to their titles. And
Hmm.
even afterwards defending their title. Tony Storm
Hmm.
faced so many people after she got her thing. She was facing big names every week.
She's doing so. Like this match is so good, and all I'm saying is It should have been more of these, right? What I'm more so pissed at is her feud with Athena, right? And then I think it was Revolution. They only gave him 4 minutes. That was probably the most egregious thing
No,
about
I think
her reign.
Revolution was Ty Conti, wasn't it?
Whatever main event. I mean, sorry, whatever per view she had with Athena, it was only 4 minutes, and that was so egregious to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, and then the breakup of the baddies. I think those two things kind of pissed me off because those could have been brilliantly written, and it was just blown off, and it shouldn't have been.
She wanted to elevate women's wrestling where TK was happy where it was.
But this is so good. She's killing this. Jade is killing this match.
Because they're Statlander and her are, when we would say close, they're not like they're friends. I wouldn't say friends, but they're very close.
I can see that. Oh. Another thing they should have done is when she was going against Anna Jay and she was doing the pose off with Johnny Hungy. I wanted to be a BTE segment of Johnny Hungy having a crush on Jade. I'm like, how did they not do that? How do you not see this match and not give me 2 segments on BTE of Johnny Hungy having a crush on Jade Cargill? Oh, choke slam. Come on, chick. This is so good. Where are they where are they right now? For Rampage. I know Anthony Bowen said it, but I wasn't listening.
Heritage Bake Center, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, Cincinnati. WKI.
I want to cry.
Y'all are ahead of me, I think. Oh, scissor kick.
Y'all remember when Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa were a tag team?
Yep, sandbagging. Yes. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that should have been a Grand Slam.
The only thing to me is that, like,
Oh my God.
the women that Jay didn't face, it's like there's 5 of them. It's like,
But her reign was 60
Listen,
people.
ask me. I want you to ask me how many people face Danny B or Genesis or Bev Dixon or even what's her name? She faced Scott Blue like 6 times.
mm-hmm.
Or even had
What
to
is this?
buy face other people from weird ass places.
Yeah, they
Sean
didn't
Reed.
give big matches on TV. They saved those for the pay-per-views and special events.
Some of these were just bad, period. Even regular TV. Tony Storm has had big matches on TV. That's what I'm saying. They said, and now I can say it. They said that about the hug. She hugged and cried with Statlander, and people didn't understand it because SRS report came after that happened. Then people understood why.
I
I
need
will not go for her
explanation.
decision.
I need an explanation of why that wasn't on Grand Slam. That was probably a great match for both Statlander and Jay. I am a little emotional because, like I said, I want more for her. I know she can do more, but her in AEW was a
We cannot act like this is just an anomaly. We've heard many wrestlers from AEW, just like they do in WWE, complain about how they're booked and treated. This She's not the only person. We've had a lot of the Joshi wrestlers complain about it. We've heard Big Swole talk about it. We've heard over and over and over again. It's the point of when is enough for any company where we can say women's wrestling deserve more than just to be a backhanded thing you do.
um. That's the end. I am a little emotional because it's very rare when you get to see someone start. And I remember that promo like it was yesterday. And it was crazy, right? I told my sister, I'm like, Francis, you gotta watch this promo. And it was all in my mind. It was all about what
Who
Brandy
told
said.
you it was open mic night, bitch?
I was like, I'm gonna show my sister that, and she was like, "No, who? Oh, girl, I know her. She's good." And it's like, go to this, go to the Shaq match, and she blew everyone out the water. Tournament.
She put her everything in it. As I said, because I said on different platforms, I love her because, and I've even said it on my own when she lost that night we were on the stream. She has represented Black women very well in wrestling, and
Mm-hmm.
she is the person that we can say, "Oh, we wanted better for her because we saw her potential." Where
Mm-hmm.
obviously didn't nobody else see it because they didn't give her the opportunity. But we wanted her, just like we see the opportunity in Ricky Starks and Scorpio Sky and all the rest of these things. We want that. Now, I might say WWE sometimes ain't shit, but at least I've said I had one. Whereas AEW is like, when is that one gonna come?
Uh, like I view her as top five of the division. I always did. It's just
My
like
heart is what could have been.
I feel
Yeah.
like the only way you could improve it is by making her a dominant number one, making her win both titles, and running through the entire division. Because like
So what do
otherwise,
you
like
do
she
now?
basically did everything you can.
If you allow Britt Baker to win this TBS championship, after what she has said, that she's a loser, she ain't did good all year long. What does that say that you let Jay Cargill, a dominant TBS champion, never go for the main title?
So we're,
But
we're
she
not
was the
gonna
champion.
we're not
Did we
gonna
really want a double champion?
Yes, we have had other champions who've been uh regular champion and champion with another belt.
Not
Whether
at the
it's
same
tag,
time.
whether it's last, no, but not at the same time. I'm talking about Britt was champion once before. She was the main women's champion. Now she becomes TBS champion. It's like their version of Grand Slam. And that's not fair to a woman who self said on TV she's been a loser, that she hasn't done what she needed to do. But Jade has stepped in and given you match after match after match after match. Yes, it's been short. Yes, she's improved her skills, but you're telling her, hey, I can't let you go for the top title. These five people that we've been doing it over and over with, this is what we're going to stick to. We can't change the plan. When you could have at least given her an opportunity. That's, I mean, an
Well, but
opportunity don't kill nobody.
she was champion, so she would either have to lose her record or be double champ.
The TBS championship is not, it's a secondary title. It's not the main women's title. So Racha has that. Sriracha didn't go to the secondary title, then move up. She went to the beginning. That she said, "I'm here for the title." That means TBS is the secondary belt.
Who
It's the
said it's the
BS belt.
secondary title?
Everybody knows it's a TBS belt. It
It's
is
the it's
TBS.
the
I'm
I
a
AEW doesn't treat
broadcasting
them that way.
system.
it's the IC title of AEW for women. I think we all can view it like that, or we all viewed it like that.
But Tony's the booker, and Tony has told us several times that he tries to treat them on equal.
Tony had a match for a real world heavyweight championship. It was the secondary belt with an X on it. So can we trust Tony? Tony
If
also
you
told us
ask
he wasn't gonna put
me to
ROH
pick
on Dynamite, but he does that every week, right? Tony's a liar.
ROH champions are low key better than the AEW champions right now.
But that's
They
the point.
are, but the viewer, but NT, it's really about. I love how your mind works, because in all of our minds, I agree with you. ROH champions are kind of killing it right now, but in TK's mind, who he views on top is kind of different than what the fans say, and that's with all bookers. Like I said, with Vince, we were talking about this on SmackDown. Those dark days of 2018 and 19, and
Yeah,
he was
that was
repeating
horrible.
stuff. It was like, what was you doing, dude? So just all bookers, get outside of your mind. Actually, listen to the fans.
Like, but if you want me to say that Soraya is the A champion and the alien is the B champion, I ain't doing it. Sriracha
But
may have the world championship, but she's the B champion. She
but
is the B champion.
if you main event a pay per view, let's just say main event, they're not gonna always a pay per view. They're gonna choose Sriracha's belt over the TBS belt because they view the. That's just like the international title. They're gonna choose MJF over the international title. It's always a B belt in every company. It's a B, literally like B belt. And as far as
Well,
ROH, yes, you have ROH killing it, but you have main roster talent killing it in ROH. That's the problem.
only
ROH
two
is
belts have
not
ever
his
main
mouth,
evented a pay per view.
but you have to remember that's back in the time when people were getting hurt, things were effed up. We didn't have no storylines for some people. Now it's back to the same old thing. That's like putting Gunther to main event WrestleMania.
Not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Give me Cody versus Gunther, but yeah, I'll to end it. That was a great match. It should have been on Grand Slam. I want an explanation of why it wasn't. I don't want right now. In my life right now, I do not want Britt Baker as the TBS champion and Sriracha as the world heavyweight champion. Those are two of the default answers to a five what we call it, a five choice question.
So, would you be happier if her streak was only 40 and she had lost a year ago to Thunder Rosa while
Yeah,
Thunder
I
Rosa
would.
was the champ? That she
I
had
would.
gotten a shot at the title but lost?
Yes,
Yeah, because she didn't
I
get
would
a
have been okay
chance.
with that.
And then you had, and I'm assuming this is in my brain, just my assumption. When she decided to come back off her leave, you decided that she was gonna have this match, and she decided, I'm not gonna extend my contract. I'll see you later. Because a week ago, she had an interview where she said she didn't see herself anywhere else, and that she could call Tony and they were best friends. To now she's leaving. You know what I'm saying? So something changed. And this to me is not just the first time somebody has said I was sold a bill of goods, and then when I got it, it wasn't what I wanted. And it's constant. Tony does not see good, like he cannot fathom how to push good talent.
So I'll say, so with everyone's career is about growth, right? You don't want to be spinning your wheels. You want to face new people. You want to be better. And if Jade is leaving, I think that's probably the main reason why. She wants to be better. She wants to face more. She wants to face different people. She wants to
And
be
yeah,
reach
she's
her full
blowing up
potential.
outside of wrestling. I mean, AEW. We talk about WWE not promoting stuff. Jay has been walking carpets, doing major interviews, everything, talking about AEW. And how many times have we seen that on AEW products? She
Yeah.
was at the same awards that Swerve was. Did they talk about it? No. So that's what I'm saying. It's about how you push and how you treat people. I think Tony has gotten to a point now where he's not treating his talent the way they thought they were going to get treated when they signed the dotted line.
Well, like, so we'll end it with this. TK, I would advise her to get complacent because Cody is over there, and
He gonna take your people.
If they keep building him up, and if he wins that belt, we call it, yeah, like you said, wrestlers who like him, they got options.
Yeah.
But that was a good day. It was a good night of wrestling. It was.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go over the thing. I just want to say thank you for the over 30,000 views and 126 of you who subscribed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into the schedule. This is my last time doing the schedule live. I might have a
For a
video.
minute,
So.
you're coming back.
Girl, I'm struggling now. And I'm gonna be backstage next week. I was struggling today. Okay. So
it's a hiatus, folks. It's a hiatus.
Listen. I'm struggling. Next week I'm gonna be backstage. You might hear me once or twice, but you ain't gonna hear me a lot because okay, gonna be hungry.
In a couple of weeks, we'll reevaluate. Is what we're saying.
Now you sound like ALW. Monday is Into the Square Circle on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. That's at 11 a.m. on Monday. Tuesday, that's with ALW and Sammy going over. They're doing the video games, and right now we're on Block C. Okay. Tuesday is Seeing Stars. It's twice a month. So not this week, next week you'll get another show where they'll cover all of the GCW stuff that we missed, all of the New Japan Road Twos, and preview the last set of Road Twos because it's prediction time and they've been answering questions. Okay, they're getting to the money. So I'm Seeing Stars on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with ALW and Sammy. At the cookout, ladies and gentlemen, that's Tuesday night at 10:30. So you see Seeing Stars at 10:30 in the morning, but 10:30 at night, it's time to party at the cookout, okay? It's on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You find ALW, CM, Anika, Sammy talking hot topics and playing games. Remember, at the end of the month, it's game time, okay? So also on Wednesday, all four not, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we are very sorry that we did not put all for not out Wednesday. You know, sometimes there's a card subject to change. Sometimes things happen, okay? But next all for not, they'll cover what they missed and cover the new stuff, okay? And probably a preview of No Mercy, okay? All for Not is where they cover Raw and SmackDown, ALW and Sammy. And so make sure you're there because if it has to do with a WWE pay-per-view, they preview it on that show. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday, you will with Anika and Sammy and ALW for Aftermath of Dynamite at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, they talk all things AEW from Rampage, Collision, Dynamite. They preview these shows. They preview the pay-per-views for AEW, which are always on Sunday now. Okay? Then Friday is Friday Night Fights, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, where you get Anika and Sammy starting off at 8 o'clock watching SmackDown. Normally, a parent comes in at Rampage at 10 for AEW Rampage. But today, you know what? The parents stayed out a little late. They had a little party, left the kids alone, okay?
We were
Ladies and
responsible
gentlemen,
tonight, though.
yeah, you did way better than I thought. And I wasn't even here half of the time. So I'm very proud of y'all. I'm very proud of y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. is Under the Radar. Normally, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see Under the Radar with CM and ALW. Uh, in the morning, we all need to be there because ALW is doing this alone. Okay, he has done this alone, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I can't wait for it. You have to see it. Okay, support the birthday boy. Go show him some love on one of the platforms. Saturday night is all right at 8 p.m. That's our AEW Collision Watch Along. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find CM, Anika, Sammy, all on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. The wise one won't be here tomorrow. Just be those people. Just a group of people. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you see this on YouTube audio. That is the cookout. You can listen to us live on YouTube audio. But ladies and gentlemen, good thing. If you see this icon, and I'm about to go through a list, ladies and gentlemen. A list. You can find us with that icon at it is Google, iHeart, Amazon Music, uh Radio Public, Spotify, okay? All with the cookout logo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Also, you see this on YouTube audio? You can listen to us live on Watchalongs like today. You might be busy. You might be cleaning up. You might be driving down the road. You want to keep up with everybody. So you go to YouTube audio, you type in WWN, you'll see this little logo, you click it, and you can listen live. Listen to us have jokes, talk topics, have fun live. Okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we have impromptu retro watch along. Okay? Where lately the first one was ALW and Sammy Joe. And the second one was everybody except for me. I was missing for Sammy's birthday.
Spirit.
So make sure you click the playlist and watch those things. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate you. To answer Hassan's question, ALW's birthday was
Yes,
but
the wise man.
he likes to keep it hush hush, Hassan. I know you like Dolores, why you ain't do all the graphics and stuff? Because he like keep a little hush hush. And I like to respect people's wish, okay? But Anika and Sammy, they like to have a good time. They like the acknowledgement. So I gave it to them. You want it, I give it to you, okay? So until then, we're gonna cut the lights out because it's time to go home and go to bed, okay? So everybody, peace.